Hi Falana, I hope I pronounced your name right. I'm really sorry if I messed it up, but today we are going to be doing your 30-minute private reading. Thank you for choosing me as your reader. I know there are so many on YouTube. So you've sent me your information, which I have on my phone here, and I have your date of births as well. So according to my calculations and what you've sent through, you are a Leo. Kenneth is a Pisces. Essentially, the date of births just help me to connect to your energies, so that's what I need the date of births for, but we have the star signs as well. So Kenneth and you recently separated. It was his choice. You were married and you would like to know if you'll get back together, so we will definitely check out that situation. And the other thing you told me as well is that you lost your son 5 years ago on June the 1st. He was murdered and you haven't been happy with yourself since, and I'm really, first of all, very sorry for your loss. And you would like to know what you can do to get rid of your mental block and be happy. And you are from Seattle. All right, so we're going to be checking up first of all the situation with you and Kenneth and whether you will get back together, have a reconciliation. We will check that first. I will pick up on most likely present and future energies that will sort of come out together in this reading, and then I would dissect everything for you and let you know what I see. So let's get started. Kenneth and Falana. Ace of Swords. This to me really does show that there is going to be an epiphany, there's going to be a realization. You're going to know the answer. Ace of Swords with that crown on top, it does indicate a yes. So, you know, I do feel a yes, and I have felt very positive when I read your email as well when you asked me this question, and I do feel as though, and look at what's at the bottom of the deck. I was literally just holding it like this whilst I was talking about the Ace of Swords. You've got Leo energy. So this is you, strength. You know, first of all, a huge embodiment of the things that you've gone through, you know, which require, of course, a lot of strength. I think that you're very independent, you are very strong, and you can really use that Leo energy to really power you through things that have hurt, things that still hurt, and, you know, you are a strong person. I was literally just like, you know, I was like this when I saw the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords to me is a yes, that you are going to have a reconciliation, that things will come back around again. And you've got that crown on top of the swords, so it's almost like he will have an epiphany. There will be clarity that's given to you. There will be a very truthful and very honest conversation that I feel will happen in time. I should have probably taken out the Strength card. Let me take out the Strength card because, you know, most of the time I just put my deck, even if you see my readings, I put my deck, you know, face down. This time I just had it in my hand and I was just kind of looking at the bottom card as well as talking about the Ace of Swords, and I feel like it was just meant to be. So here's that card. Your energy, so strong, coming through. It's coming through so strongly. Alright, let's see. So you will have to have a period of you know, you will have to have a period of essentially embodying strength, embodying your characteristics of your sun sign. He does think about you with this Seven of Pentacles, thinks about you in a very stable and secure way, contemplates things, but doesn't necessarily take action right now. So that's a present energy that I'm picking up on. Isn't really taking action on your scenario or your situation as of right now, is more so just thinking things through. Queen of Cups, how he views you. Again, being emotional with each other and actually having a genuine, you know, conversation heart to heart is going to happen. There's going to be an opening, and I do feel that, you know, he has been contemplating and thinking about that, so that is going to happen. I also see he views you as the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups here is really about this very powerful individual, but someone who can be quite sort of very much in tune with emotions, and I do see that as you. And I think it's powerful. You know, you are a powerful individual person, and just, you know, try and have as much strength as you possibly can. I know that's easier said than done, but you know, your star sign is an embodiment of strength, and so that can make you also just mentally feel much more powerful as well with affirmations. Page of Swords here is about, again, it's about an opening. It's about understanding, it's about the truth and clarity coming your way in terms of the situation. Yes, I think things are going to come together, but right now he's contemplating, you know, stay in your energy, stay in your strong energy, because it's really going to be a good thing. And these swords here, it is in fact about an opening. And also, you know, not only does he see you as the Queen of Cups, his energy is Pisces, so he's going to be very much so aligned with your energy, because we have cups here. So both of you essentially are going to move in a parallel direction, and things are going to come back together in the right time, because I also sense that this is going to be his energy as well. King of Pentacles. Things are going to come back together again. King of Pentacles is like that, you know, incredibly mature, stable, secure embodiment of things coming together, things happening, and also in terms of a reconciliation, you know, you've got that pentacle there. It's about commitment, marriage, stability. So I do believe that things are going to come together. However, it can be quite slow, and that is something I said, you know, in time. In time. King of Pentacles is very slow. They, you know, they think, but they don't necessarily take very quick action in regards to this situation and things coming together. So I do see with that Seven of Pentacles, again, things are going to take their time. King of Pentacles, again, things will take time. If we look at a time frame, it's a little bit difficult right now, but you know, it could be 7 months. That's what I'm thinking. You know, he will perhaps not take a lot of action in, you know, it could be anywhere from now to 7 months. So within 7 months, I'm seeing things really come together, and you knowing, you know, where things are headed, knowing where things are going. Nine of Wands. Okay, still thinking, not taking action. The Wand card here is a fire energy. Fire energy, right, is about action, but in the Nine of Wands, no one's taking action. Well, specifically, he is not taking action, so he's just sort of thinking about things, but not necessarily taking any action, again with that Pentacle energy as well. I'm sensing roughly 7 months, so we're talking like beginning of 2020, I believe. Am I wrong? Is it the end of the year? Let's see. So technically I'll count June. So June to July, July to August, August to September, September to October, October to November, November to December, and December to January. Okay, 2020, right? Beginning. So the end of the year to the beginning of 2020. Page of Cups. Again, his energy coming through, offering you something. Again, things have manifested between you two. They have. They did in the past, right? And we see that here again. Pisces energy, offering. So you're going to see that, you know, this person, Mr. Kenneth, is going to offer you that cup of wanting to be with you. And that's going to happen in time, of course, because right now with this present energy, very much so thinking and not necessarily taking action. And then with this Hermit card, which is ruled by Virgo, it's about, you know, right now things are a little bit stagnant. There's not a lot of movement essentially happening, but it's good to stay in your energy, have strength, you know, really just use your time and space that you have to really build up your energy and feel more in tune with yourself. You know, the Hermit uses that light to really guide them in that sense, and you know, that Leo energy as well. And of course we're going to come through these energies as the time goes by. So you're going to go through Leo season, you're going to have Virgo season, etc., etc., especially within this time frame. So use these energies and use your sun sign energy, especially your zodiac sign, you know, in the in the strongest way you possibly can. And of course we'll get to that in the second part of the video, because I do have extra messages for that as to how you can build strength, because it's not as easy as saying you need to build strength. Of course there are lots of ways and things that you can do in order to be able to sort of release those mental blocks, because it's more about releasing rather than just, you know, getting rid of it. Because yeah, okay, so let's keep going with this particular spread. Got the Wheel of Fortune. Again, the wheel is going to turn. Things are going to get moving. When the wheel turns, it turns to abundance. It will turn to this. Right now, the wheel is a little bit stuck. So the Wheel of Fortune is about things moving forward, the cycle, and it all sort of coming together. So that's what I'm seeing with the Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Wands. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so, sorry, that was a bit random, but I like this because it shows growth. So, you know, Kenneth here, very much so thinking about things, not taking action. The 10 here is about completing that cycle. You know, they will think a lot to the point where they get burdened, they can't hold their thoughts anymore. This is essentially what's going to allow them to reach out, because they will feel so heavy. And, you know, you guys could also already be in communication. But what I'm seeing is that reach out in terms of the reconciliation. That's what I meant. The reach out of reconciliation. That is going to happen after this, and they've completed the cycle with the 10, because the 10 is an ending. So you may already have communication, okay? And if you don't have communication, you know, it's going to happen when they finally just can't hold all of their thoughts, essentially. I do feel like also with this fire energy, you also are thinking about the situation a lot. Right, you're thinking about it a lot, and you also feel burdened by the situation. Very similarly, Kenneth feels a very similar way. You both are very much so kind of going in parallel, especially with this Queen of Cups card, because this is, in many ways, this is his energy, but it's also your energy. So there's a lot of mirroring that's happening, which is something that twin flames do a lot. And we also have here the Ace of Pentacles, which again is that offer that I saw with the King of Pentacles. So again, an offer being made out to you in terms of a reconnection, a reconciliation, that reach out in terms of the reconciliation, the reconnection. That's what I'm seeing there. Also, Justice here. Justice is about Libra. Justice is about Libra. It's about karma as well. You know, Libra is about the scales, it's about balance, it's about finding the truth and clarity with that sword that we see on this side here. On this side we have the scales, so it's about balance, it's about clarity, it's about honesty, it's about finding the truth in the situation, and it's also about karma. You know, what goes around comes around. I'm seeing in the situation, whatever went around, you know, in terms of Kenneth, he is going to come back around with that Ace of Pentacles. Got the Judgment card here. Judgment is very much so about you having that decision to make. I feel like you're going to have the power to say yes or no when that offer comes through. This is so clearly his energy, the Page of Cups, you know, wanting to come back around again. And, you know, with that Justice card, coming back around again. Judgment, you know, your decision. What are you going to say? What is it that you would like in this situation? Would you like a reconciliation when that time comes around, because it is a long time frame? It's completely your decision. You know, you have free will, and this is something, of course, that no one can, you know, battle with. This is your choice. You know, I have many clients who want someone or are wondering about a situation, and then I give them, you know, the whole thing, and then the time comes around, and by then they're thinking, actually, I'm much stronger without them. This is just an example, but that's why the Judgment card comes out, because the time frame is very long, and of course, you know, it's your choice to make. Let's see what else comes out. I knew it. I genuinely did feel this was a very spiritual connection, because you guys are moving in parallel in terms of the growth, in terms of your feelings. Definitely a twin flame connection. You know, I did mention that as well. I did think to myself, you know, this is a twin flame connection. I really did feel it. Also, you know, this is fire energy, so again, it can be an embodiment of your energy as well. But what I am seeing specifically is that there is, you know, there is this very solid sort of base and foundation. Fours are about foundation. And also, it does indicate marriage, and of course you have had that before in the past, but I also see this bouncing back around again. It's also a card of reconciliation. It's an angel card as well. So this is giving me multiple messages. So let's dissect this card essentially. First thing is, the marriage aspect of it. Things are going to come back around again. I see that with Libra. All right, so it's going to come back around again. Second thing is, it's an angel card. So again, it all happens in divine timing with this situation. There's going to be a reconciliation here. It's about happiness and joy, feeling good, and it's also about a magnetic attraction. So we see here, one person's dressed in red, the other one dressed in blue. When you look at a typical magnet, you have the red and the blue, they attract each other. So there's an attraction here, there are things coming together, things are happening and manifesting. And also, because it is an angel card as well, you may be seeing repeating numbers, 1111, 1212, 00, lots of repeating numbers. So if you are seeing repeating numbers, it just means that you're on the right path and right track in life. And it's so good to do some affirmations if you do see repeating numbers, like say, I am enough, I will get through this, I will be able to heal myself, I am strong today. You can always do those affirmations when you see repeating numbers as well. So this card is very, very important because it also shows essentially, also a happy home. So that's what I'm seeing with the Four of Wands, and I did pick up on it very early on. It did feel like, you guys are sort of have very parallel energies in that sense, and you're both moving, really to be on the same page here. So that's what I'm seeing with those cards. Let's see what else I can pick up. Obviously, I want to be able to do your last spread as well, so we'll just do a few more cards on this one. But I am seeing a reconciliation, seeing things come together. I just feel like it needs time. A lot of, a lot of time that I did mention, with the 7 months. And of course, that pentacle energy, which can take time to manifest. 7 of Cups. This is very much so his card right now. He's just sitting, doing his own thing. Also, just not really taking action in this particular card, but it's also a wish card. So somewhere deep down there are feelings, of course, and that is what I'm seeing with this particular card. It's also a wish card as well. There's some waiting, wondering, thinking what's going to happen next. That's that Three of Wands card. Now, in this situation, if you choose to wait, that is your choice, okay? But I never recommend waiting. I always recommend putting that energy and focus into yourself. The Strength card, which I mentioned, embodying that. And also with the Hermit, really just focusing on yourself. Very, very important to focus on yourself, of course. It's going to make you a lot stronger, and it's also going to allow you to build your energy. So that's what I'm seeing there. Temperance. I feel like we're kind of moving already into the second question without me actually having to build another spread. So let's go into the second question, because I feel like the guides are just kind of throwing us in that direction. Okay, first thing when you have, grief or loss is to really take things one step at a time, and that is this Temperance energy. It's fire energy, but it's about taking action in a very gentle way, having a gentle approach, taking every single day as it comes. It's going to be difficult day by day. One day may be better than the other, but it's about being able to release. So if you feel like releasing your emotions, totally fine to do so. It will make you feel much better. That's what the guides are saying. You can pray to your angels. We have an angel here. So, really, whatever it is that you feel stuck in, or that you have a mental block for, whether it's the grief and the loss, definitely pray to your angels and your guides. Ask them for advice and guidance. They will provide that to you through different signs. Essentially, you could find those signs in your day-to-day life. You may find it through repeating numbers, and essentially you can do your affirmations. So what it is you want to feel, what it is that you want to do, how you want to progress in your life, and how you want to feel. These are things you can do. You can ask them to send you advice and guidance through your dreams. So this again is about divine timing, and it's also you know, this situation is going to come around in divine timing, but also this is about, you know, praying to your angels and guides, taking everything one step at a time. Patience is the virtue. Trying to ground yourself and your emotions, knowing that it's okay that some days are going to be more difficult than others, and you can always go to, you know, seek professional help. Perhaps, you know, you go to a counselor or a therapist, or you know, talk to a doctor, trying to, you know, figure out ways in which you can help yourself. There are also, you know, if you don't want to go in person, you can do online counselling, and, you know, talk to people, try and release. I feel like releasing for you is a sort of a way that can really help you cope a lot better, and also just staying within your energy, doing some form of meditation can really help you. Reiki healing, if you're interested in Reiki healing, I also do Reiki healing as well, but it's very expensive, and I do think the best way to sort of go about things like this is through daily meditation, which can take just 5 to 10 minutes a day in the morning. There's lots of free tutorials on YouTube, so, you know, do check that out. I think meditation is so powerful if you're not already doing that. Also yoga and, you know, forms of spirituality combined with, you know, exercise, it can really help you. And really just focusing on yourself, your dreams, your goals, your hobbies, it can really build up strength. Finding a few more distractions as well can help you, but not distractions to the point where you try and forget about everything. These are, you know, things to just help you along the way. Acknowledging the hurt and the grief will make your day-to-day life better. Your day-to-day life better, because you're releasing and you're acknowledging it, and you're not sort of hiding it. The more I feel people hide grief and things like this and try not to acknowledge it, the worse it is in the long run. So again, releasing that emotion will make you feel better. And in terms of the mental block, you know, professional advice is recommended for sure. So again, counselor, therapist, I think they're pretty much very similar, but also doctors, and, you know, you can always get their advice. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever, but, you know, meditation and yoga and things like that can really help you in the spare time. That's what the guides are saying. So, you know, if you're not already doing that, I highly recommend it. And it's not too, you know, you don't have to go out and actually do like a full-on, you know, pay lots of money and do yoga. You can always just go on YouTube and you can just do those exercises at home. And again, with the meditations, free meditations that you can just do at home, you don't have to spend a lot of money. So I guess that's a really positive thing about this, is that you don't have to spend a lot of money. Okay, so let's see what else comes out. His energy has come through once again with that Knight of Cups. Now the Knight of Cups is, of course, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I saw clear as day with that Page of Cups that his energy, you know, coming forward, offering you something, a reconciliation. It is clear as day that that is going to happen with that Knight of Cups. Again, very much so his energy offering you that cup of love, offering you and wanting a reconciliation. The past will be put to rest. So the past is the past in this particular situation, you know, with the Ten of Swords, whatever happened in the past is going to be put to rest. And so that's why it's very important to sort of focus more on yourself and really try and let go of the past in kind of like the releasing method, not just letting go and trying to just get over it, but more so acknowledging it and whatever lessons and things that you've learned from it, you know, taking that as a positive and taking it into the future, because I do see there's a reconciliation happening. And also, you know, this is about starting a new cycle with that Wheel of Fortune. You know, you've had the past, which was extremely difficult, and now it's about 10 is a completion, you know, being able to move on and being able to really balance and focus more so on yourself. Justice here is also about balance. It's about creating that balance. You know, whatever is not serving you in your life, you can cut it out with that sword. It's about creating balance in your life, whether that's physical balance, emotional balance, mental balance, spiritual balance. It's all about balance, you know. That can be one of your affirmations as well. I want to be more balanced in all areas of my life. All right, Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. I love this. So we go from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. If this isn't beautiful, I don't know what is. Again, more pentacles, stability, security. You know, you've got this ace here, which is that offer. Got that offer here, got that offer here. Again, you know, you've got that more within the King of Pentacles as well, but this is so beautiful. The Ten of Pentacles is, again, about stability, security. It's about things coming together. It's about this beautiful connection. And this is about feeling good in so many different areas of your life. This is not just one area, this is all your areas. And I feel like if you do a lot of that work in terms of, you know, taking every single day as it comes, you know, there are lots of things that you can do. Resting, right? Sleeping well, eating well, doing meditation, doing some form of physical activity, for example, yoga, or even Pilates is really, really good. You know, really focusing on different areas of your life in that sense, right? And getting perhaps professional help, or looking online at different things, perhaps, you know, talking to people in online communities for professional help as well, can really help you. Retreating, taking some days for yourself specifically, and then also being able to focus on hobbies and different things that you can do to, you know, to have a bit more of a stimulation in that sense. So again, you know, all of these things collectively will really help you to feel much, much stronger. Talking to people that are around you as well, you know, can really, really, really help you. And again, that can include, you know, professional advice, talking to people for professional advice. So again, I'm seeing stability and security in your life coming through again. You know, those pentacles essentially, with the stableness of everything, but also a happy home, a lovely relationship, something that makes you feel good, and also having that stability in your mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health. And this will be a result of the work that you do. And again, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be challenging at times, but it's about taking everything one step at a time, acknowledging, you know, everything as you go about it. Look at that. Got the Star card. The Star is so beautiful. This is about healing. It's about releasing. So again, do not be afraid to release your emotions. If you feel like purging, it's totally, totally fine. This is about, again, focusing on yourself. So in this particular card, we've got the Star here. We've got all of these other stars in the background. Focusing just purely on yourself, being at one with yourself, releasing, you know, all of that emotion. The Star card is ruled by Aquarius, as I mentioned, and Aquarius is a air sign. So this is about, you know, I feel like things can really come together. It's also about, you know, make a wish, because it's right next to the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is very much so his energy. So make a wish, right this second. It's a really positive energy, because it shows with the Star card that you have the potential to really be in a very strong place in your life and have a lot of genuine happiness and joy, which is something I'm seeing in your life. You know, your current situation is not going to be your entire life situation with that Ten of Swords. It's not. I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles, and I'm seeing things really happening and moving for you. There's going to be a period of stagnantness energy, which I am seeing, which of course I have told you about. But you can really embody your energy with that Leo Strength card. It's very, very positive. And of course, you know, I am seeing things happening and movement occurring for you. And so this is really, really positive, especially with that Star card. Star card, healing, rejuvenation, joy, happiness. It's so, so beautiful, you know, making yourself that focus. Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. We keep seeing, you know, we keep seeing the Pentacles, and I keep seeing these offers. So again, it's that offer. It's another it's another reconfirmation of the reconciliation. I'm just trying to get a bit more comfortable in my chair. Ace of Cups. It's that offer, that water sign offer, right? These are Pisces. There's that offer, and this is, you know, about feeling free and happy within yourself, but it's also about the fact that, you know, this is when that offer is made. So I feel like you will feel really good within yourself, and that's when this offer will get made. So again, things are very much so spiritually interlinked with that Four of Wands. This is about, you know, Kenneth making that offer with genuine love, genuine interest, coming forward to you, and it's overflowing with emotion. And we saw that with the Queen of Cups, how you both are moving parallel in that sense. So again, that cup being offered to you, a cup full of emotion, support, love, you know, really getting offered to you. It's that reconciliation. It's just a confirmation again of that offer being made out to you. And yes, it's going to take time, but you know, patience is the virtue with this Temperance card. You know, put him on the back burner whilst you really focus more so on yourself. Your strength and your energy is the most important. You are number one. And I do see that the more you focus on yourself, the more the situation with Kenneth will unfold, because the time frame is from now to January, so any time between then there can be a reconciliation. So really focus more so on yourself, and I do see that things will align and come together, because I do feel quite strongly that you're twin flames. And I know that the past has been very difficult with the Ten of Swords, but again, remember that that is not going to be your entire life. The Ten of Pentacles here does really suggest happiness and joy, and especially with that Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune as well, and these offers that we keep seeing with the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups as well. You know, there are these offers, that Ace of Swords as well, that clarity and communication is just really, really beautiful. And yeah, that is your reading. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it gave you as many, you know, as many answers to your questions as possible. And I hope you have an absolutely lovely day, and that you are able to take some of the advice in terms of, you know, what it is that you can do to get rid of your mental block and be happy. I see happiness in your future, and, you know, I just am sending you lots of healing energy, lots of love, lots of light and positivity, and I hope you have an absolutely lovely day. Take care. Bye!